And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swung on, belted. Back there. It's out of here. Touches down in the front row of the bushes. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 5-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
2 outs, nobody on. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now at the plate, Michael Busch. Ground ball up the middle. Torres handles. Tosses to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Comerica Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Riley Green. Swings through that one.
0-1.
They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, hauls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one fouled hard the other way. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering is fouled back. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're down 5-1. We go to the top of the fifth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Maeda, 6'1" righty, 185 pounds, and he was born in Japan. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Out of here! And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. This to third. Fair ball.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first, and now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Horner aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one pulled foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Strike two. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Catcher, Miguel Amaya.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Fouled off. He was late. One out. Runners at first and second. Check swing went around. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So the lineup flips over, and now Ian Happ.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Colt Heath. Shota back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And that one is lifted in the air, and no one can get there.
Third baseman,
Jace Young, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Well struck right field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And next up for the Tigers, Jake Rogers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
Keith on third. Young at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Sweeney now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Line drive, base hit. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Runners are at the corners, one away. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So bases all loaded up. Gleyber Torres will hit next. That one fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Bases loaded, one away. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, right field. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. One run across.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So they're all loaded up. Riley Green getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in the play.
Comes through with the RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So bases loaded with one away. Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. First pitch swinging.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Into center. It's going to fall for a hit. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Now a chance for Matt Vierling. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Torres, the runner at third. Green on second. Carpenter over at first with one away. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Base hit. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
One down. And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. Golden opportunity right here. Grounder might be two. In time to Bush. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So 2 down now, and here is Jace Young, 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top level guy like this.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, out towards left center, and it falls. One runs in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Digging in, Jake Rogers. Bush. And that is that. So they score 7 times in the inning and have jumped ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 8 and the Cubs 6. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
On the ground, right side. Over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot. It's 8-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 8-8. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one out to right. Veerling. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So here's Horner now. 1 for 3. Fouled off left side. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that's the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All even now at 8 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Detroit, now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Hit on the ground to short. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Happ fires it in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You might be wondering, how did he only get a single out of that drive? Well, that was a masterful defensive play out there in center. He couldn't make the catch, but he played it perfectly in terms of getting the ball back into the infield. And ultimately, I think that was the right move, holding him at first.
And this one looks like trouble.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So bases all loaded up. And next is the designated hitter. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. As 2 runs score in the play.
You don't want to get greedy, but it's easy to imagine all 3 runners coming home to score with this type of contact. Yeah, the automatic double costs them a run, but they're still in a position to keep scoring.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Right side. Tucker should have it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Next for the Tigers, first baseman.
So digging in, Colt Keith.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That smash towards center. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. Tigers 10, and the Cubs 8. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Ground ball right side. Torres over to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next, Gage Workman. And there's a foul ball. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Miguel Amaya digs in now. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. To third. Throws across the diamond, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Jace Young.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the catcher,
Jake Rogers now at the plate. And a foul ball. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Javier Assad.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
In the dirt. Young gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One and 2 now. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ground ball could be 2. They put the tag on him. How about that double play? Riley Green. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Foul ball. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Crow Armstrong gets under it. This looks like extra bases. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got 2 in scoring position.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore, where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And it's quickly 0-2 The designated hitter. Got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They put 2 on the board on 5 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Tigers 12 and the Cubs 8. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Maeda back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1's the count.
The Cubs down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. And it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. See ya. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 12-9.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Base is empty with 2 away. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 8th. Now here is Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Colt Keith.
Colt Keith, the next to hit. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
Third baseman, Jake.
Man at first with one gone. Now the third baseman, Jace Young. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Keith over at first with one away. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jake Rogers.
Rogers.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Trey Sweeney getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This play doesn't cost them. Inning over. Tigers strand a pair. It's still a 12-9 ball game. We go to the 9th. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 is the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
He's 2 outs away. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first, and next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Now batting, number 25.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Miguel Amaya digs in now. Hard liner. And that'll do it. The Tigers slug their way to a win in this one.
Listen, when you're down by 5, you know you have an opportunity to get back in the ball game, but you're also going to have to keep that other team from increasing that lead to perhaps 10. They did just that. Both sides of the ball, excellent job to get the win in this one.
12-9 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.